because it's an excess. It's an excess.
That butter expired 2 years ago.
These noodles expired 2 years ago.
Cooking with Barnard. And for some reason he's got cream cheese over here too. That also expired 2 years ago. So today on the Expired Foods Cooking Show, Jeff will show you how to cook stuff and maybe not get sick? Maybe. It doesn't sound good at all.
I don't approve of anyone doing this. Do not try this at home.
It doesn't smell that great either.
It does not smell that great. But these are protein noodles. I mean, how great can it smell?
But you can't believe it's not butter.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Today, it could be something entirely different.
The water looks entirely different after spraying the butter because I don't have any other butter to spray or to put in it. But if it sits, it fits. I don't need all of this.
So, what recipe for noodles requires cream cheese, Jeff?
Well, I'm making a very special spaghetti.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Green chilies?
It's called the
So what's this recipe call for today, Jeff?
It calls for things that are not good.
So 2-year-old noodles.
2-year-old noodles, 2-year-old butter, 2-year-old Prego, 2-year-old Rotel, 2-year-old tomatoes, 2-year-old Yum Yum sauce, and 2-year-old Jack Daniels with a side of 2-year-old cream cheese.
So can we go ahead and call this
The 2-year-old spaghetti.
2-year-old spaghetti?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, here we go.
And now time for the beverage. We'll have a nice vodka tonic, but we don't have the lime because the lime went bad.
The lime expired to the point where we couldn't use it.
Isn't it vodka? It should be.
Well, it depends on who you're asking.
I'm asking you. We have old tonic with I see no bubbles.
Expired diet water?
It's lime.
It's lime, okay. Alright, it's got with lime. So we're covered. So Jeff is now trying expired everything.
It still has a little fizz left.
Except for the vodka. The vodka's still good.
Vodka never goes bad. And to be our product sponsor, thank you, Tito's.
I'm not sure they want to be in this video. These are taking way too long to cook. So what's the next step, Jeff?
Well, I think we got it cooked enough to add the tomato sauce. This is not the way you're supposed to make spaghetti, but I don't give a fuck, so that's how we're doing it today. Oh, that looks bad. That looked real bad.
That was a mixture of happiness and sadness all poured out into one.
Ah, yes. And now to add a little cream.
This does not look good at all. Jeff, you might have to call out of work tomorrow. Oh wait, it's Saturday.
That's why we're doing it today. My bartending class will not be happy about.
So we just added a little bit more cream cheese.
Gotta get it nice and creamy.
So what were you saying about your bartending class there, Jeff?
They're not gonna be happy with whatever smells are coming out of me tomorrow.
Probably not. Probably not. But it's all good in the sake of science, you know.
This will be probably a one-bite meal.
Yeah, because you know you don't want to gorge in excess.
I'll save some for tomorrow.
Yeah. Or for anybody else who wants to try it.
Somebody's gonna want to try it.
This is the world famous 2-year-old spaghetti recipe. Now we're cracking open these luscious tomatoes with...
Go ahead and get you a nice imagery.
Ooh.
Go ahead and throw these in while everything else is cooking. Yeah. Ah, yes.
I think we need a bigger pot.
I think we do.
All right, Jeff, so what's the next step here?
Well, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to, once I figure out how to use this, because I'm a woman.
That's a little misogynist there, Jeff. But carrying on, 2019 and all.
2019 and all. I'm just going ahead and adding this nice rotel with green chilies to the 2-year-old spaghetti mix. I think I might even add a little bit more cream cheese to add that extra flavor.
Give it a little bit of creaminess.
I mean, with the green chilies, you want as much creaminess as possible. Should I just add this whole brick in?
I mean, I think we're making this for, a whole family, correct?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you want the full brick.
So right now, this is looking quite amazing. All right, Jeff. So it's looking like you might not die after consuming this.
I might not. Luckily, I have a certified CPR instructor in the room.
Well, I know CPR, but I'm not an instructor. So,
I mean, you only cut off the face of a mannequin once, right?
Yeah, just once.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty good.
I never wore it though.
That's where you fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why you're not an instructor.
So, yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, you'd be fire chief.
Exactly. So, being that, at least one of us here knows something to do with something medical, kind of, sort of, I think he'll be okay. Ooh, look at creaminess. It's starting to lose its red color and go more towards a...
Hunter brown.
Yes, like a hunter brown.
It'll go in the same way it came out.
It looks like it's going to come out that same color for sure.
I don't know if this is fully cooked yet or not, but I'm going to say it is for scientific purposes. Now we have two options for sides and
garnish.
Garnish. We have a yum yum sauce, nice Japanese yum yum sauce that's 2 years old, or Jack Daniel's barbecue brown sauce, a very American garnish. I'm going to let the instructor decide what, or the videographer decide what sauce we're going to go with. Now, what sauce do you believe?
Well, maybe a little bit of both. Why not?
This has not been opened before, so this is 2-year-old fresh barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of American-Japanese fusion. Fusion restaurants are all the rage nowadays.
Kind of like Tex-Mex,
Yeah, everybody likes a little fusion.
Where the hell is the fucking tear thing on this bitch?
Good thing is, this is America and we got knives. Alrighty, so now that Jeff finally got in there, sorry for that little interruption for about 30 straight minutes, he is now adding his garnish of 2-year-old barbecue sauce and 2-year-old yum yum sauce. We're doing this little Asian American fusion.
I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up nice and good.
Look, get on in there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
You can't say that doesn't smell like beauty.
Smells like yum yum and barbecue.
Ooh. Your face. that can't be good. All right, Jeff. So what were your final thoughts on the 2-year-old spaghetti?
I thought it was going to be worse. I wouldn't recommend anyone try it, but it would have been worse.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that recipe?
10 being the worst and 1 being the best, or?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. 10 being the worst, it was a 10.
Okay.
Solid 10.
Okay. Right. Do you feel comfortable waking up in the morning and not having any issues there?
I think if I ate the whole bowl, it'd been a lot worse. I feel like it's going to be a very minor thing.
Okay. All right, cool.
Their product, and holder for their expired, self-expired, because I expired it by leaving it in my fridge for so long.